cranky in the drifters. Winter time's here, so we're going to do some work to this old girl. This winter we're going to put the V8 steering under it. I'll show you the differences here between the 6-cylinder and the V8 steering, between the Falcon and the Mustang. So the first one is the Mustang steering. The middle one is the Ford Falcon V8 steering. And the end one here is the 6-cylinder steering. You can tell quite the difference between them two. You can also tell that between the Falcon steering and the Mustang steering that the center link is much longer on the Mustang than it is the Falcon one. The 65 Falcon center link is the only one that you can use for this. Now we'll go over here and we'll check out the parts that we're going to use. The camera here goes wonky as shit. We have a 65 Mustang spindle. I'm not really sure what that control arm came off of. I'm gonna guess 65 Mustang, Fairlane, Falcon. Put new spring perches in it. There'll be new ball joints put in it. And over here, this one right here, these are the tie rods, the inner tie rods I'm going to use. That's the idler arm that I'm using. This is the 65 Falcon center link. And this right here will be the pitman arm that I'm going to use. We also have these struts for the front. And tie rod ends will be dependent on whichever spindle that you're using. So since this is a 65 Mustang spindle, I'll be using 65 Mustang tie rod ends. If you're using a different spindle, then you'll use whichever tie rods are for that spindle. We'll get back to you as soon as we start tearing this thing apart. All of this soon to be going in. All of this soon to be coming out. Now we have the passenger side put together. I hook up the brake line, put the steering stop on, and this side over here will be done. We're getting ready to tear apart the driver's side here. So we'll get back to you when we get all that tore apart. If you guys are using one of these spring compressors, make sure to buy a decent one, or you'll end up with a nickname you don't want. And also, don't forget to put your steering stop back in. All right, well, we finally made it back out to the garage after that winter storm. Everything's back together. It's almost ready to go to the alignment shop. I am going to replace the caster rods yet. I'm not really sure which brand I'm going to go with. I'll keep you guys updated on what I decide I'm going to do with that. Well, I think we're going to end the suspension video for now. It's back down on the ground. I haven't decided on what caster rods I'm going to use yet. So until I decide on that, I think I'm going to move on back here to the trunk and get the fuel tank out and start repairing some of these holes back here. Thank you for watching. Well, we're finally back out here in the garage. I finally decided on what caster rods I'm going to use. Got these from Summit Racing. They're for a Mustang. We'll both find out if they fit on here in just a little bit. Well, it went right in there. Didn't have any problems at all. We can't get the other side over here done because the package, one of the packages, didn't have this washer right here in it. So I'm gonna have to deal with that now. So we'll get back to you when we get that straightened around. This kit right here, bolted right in, no problems. Everything fit perfect. It did have one of the washers missing in the other box. So I ended up getting a set of different washers. I believe these were for 67 up to 70s Mustang. This inside diameter part right here is bigger. So we had to end up kind of wallering out that hole there just a little bit to get it to fit in there. On the other side, we didn't have to do that at all. But on this side here, that's what I ended up doing. So we'll get ready to get this thing put in there. Got this side installed. So we're gonna get her off the jack stands and check out our caster and do a quick wheel alignment.